Is it actually worth watching the extended cuts of Lord of the Rings?
Oh, you're
Yes.
going to get... This shows how much you care about, the content that you're receiving. I don't know the exact differences. I've heard that the extended is more... Well, first off, I haven't watched the theatrical to compare. I can just look up what other people have said the differences are, but I've heard that there's like a lot more talking to the Ents, and that doesn't feel like it needs to be there. I don't know. I know it's all a masterpiece. It's just how much masterpiece can you handle / how much is necessary. But Andrew says yes. So why do you think yes?
Yeah, well, that's a good thing to consider. How much can you handle?
Yeah.
If the theatrical release is a long movie for you anyway, and you have a hard time sitting through it, then don't push it. Like, they're both really good. But if you want the most, like the best fleshed out version of the story that has been like put onto film, then the extended is that. So if you're story based, then do that. Okay. Make it a party.
There's a Reddit thread on Lord of the Rings subreddit that argues that Fellowship of the Ring is the one that really needs the extended version. Really? And then Two Towers and Return of the King, or they say the Two Towers theatrical cut is much better. Extended cut gets bogged down by redundant scenes. And then Return of the King is like, it could go either way. So again, this is one person online, but I think that makes sense. Sometimes you need a mix of everything.
I just watched, I've seen the extended cut of Fellowship of the Ring once, and it just felt so long to me. Yeah. I know Fellowship of the Ring is a slow story, but the extended cut, it just felt like it kept going and going.
Yeah. I think the theatrical are better movies. I do think they're they cut them for a reason. And it's kind of like deleted scenes added back in. So I would say if you're on the fence, watch the theatrical. And then if you love it and want more, go extended. But I watch the extended myself. But then when I'm showing them to a friend, I'll go theatrical just because I feel like it's hard to talk people into a 4-hour movie. I don't know why. But
there seems to be a push for longer movies, even longer than 2.5 hours. And I'm like, that's starting to push it for me. Sometimes I enjoy a nice 1.5 hour movie. We went and watched Warfare the other day, and that was short. It was well done. But it depends on what the story needs. And arguably you can I shouldn't give people this idea. Probably could make more Lord of the Rings films, at least to flesh out the story. But that's probably why the books are the way they are. They probably cover what you need for a book, and you can't get everything into, I mean, they did pretty well, but like when we talked about Lord of the Rings, some of the others said that there were, it was some attack on the Shire or something that they omitted.
From the end. I've heard about that. Yeah. So there's just some things that you just got to set a goal for yourself for the movie and be like, we'll make it this long. Anything else is too much, but